what's up, YouTube? Welcome to the Coffee Pod. My name is Chishi Zed.
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel better.
Man says black women are tired. No more wasting time. Let's get it.
Check this out. Black women are tired. They're tired of being independent. They're tired of being looked at as the strongest. They're tired of having to take care of the kids by themselves. They're tired of bearing all the weight. Don't believe the hype that you see on all of these social media networks. Black women are tired, and the reason why I know this because I talk and have conversations with a lot of black women. But what a black woman really want, she want to be able to go to the soccer games. She want to not have to be the sole leader and sole provider of her family. She want to support the man who God gave her to be with. She want to be a helpmeet. The thing is, she's been placed in this position where she's had to lead. She's had to step up to the plate and become something that she really didn't want to be in the first place. She want to support her man. She want to nurture her kids. She want to nurture her husband while pursuing things that she's passionate about. That's it. It's that simple. The thing is, she just can't find a suitable leader that she trusts to come in and relieve her of these responsibilities so that she can finally get some rest, because that's what she wants, rest.
All right, so you guys have heard the video for yourself. So one of my subscribers actually sent me this video, and he also sent a message that read, Derrick Jaxn, Wannabe. And so I saw that message and I was like, is he? So I pressed play and I heard this. I'm curious, what do you guys think? Does this sound like a sort of like Derrick Jaxn philosophy at dating, which just means that a man who panders to women instead of telling them the truth? So as always, we're going to check out these comments. Let's see what the people had to say, which were mostly women. This video was really popular via the Shade Room. So first comment here comes from a woman and it reads, "Oh my gosh, thank you, sir. Thank you." With the tear emoji, 3K plus likes. So she liked that coffee.
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel better.
Next female commenter said, "Amen!" exclamation mark with the applause emojis. Next comment says, and he clap, better clap, damn clap, preach on this manic Monday, exclamation marks. Next is commenter left, praise hands emoji. Yes, Lord, speak. I want to rest. I'm so overwhelmed. So far, women are saying this guy's right. Black women are tired. We want rest. Another female commenter says, preach. Next comment just left the applause emoji. This woman says, amen. I approve this message wholeheartedly. The praise hands emoji, 1,000 plus likes. This woman commented, this brother is spitting fire. This morning, preach, brother, 500 plus likes. Next, this woman says, yes, honey, we are tired and tired of being tired. Another person says, and the truth has been spoken. Looks like a lot of women are behind this man's message. Next, this commenter says, somebody gets it. Thank God I found my husband, a man who also gets it. Now I got him and he got me. Another woman says, protect this man, please. All we want is to be a woman, contrary to anyone else's belief. Exclamation mark. So what does she mean anyone else believes? Well, the common belief with a lot of black women, if you walk up to them and you say, hey, do you need a man? They will most likely say no. I don't need a man. I drink tea.
I don't drink coffee.
Why would I need a man? I'm strong. I'm independent, right? We hear this all the time because they say it all the time. Let's just be honest. That's why we believe it. But could we be wrong? That's the question. Do modern day women today not want to be independent? I don't know. We'll talk about it. Next, female commenter says, the key statement, I've had conversations with black women. So that's what she thinks is a key statement in this message. He asked questions and listened, exclamation mark. Our thoughts and voice matter with the 100 emoji. Next, this woman says, exclamation mark, and it's that simple. I'm almost done with the comments here. We've got a few more. This woman says, thank you. Finally, somebody said it. We don't want to be aggressive all the time, but that's the only way we sometimes know how to protect ourselves with the praying hands, right? Another woman says, wow, I've never heard a black man understand this. I prayed spreads and is received in a positive way that causes swift change. Right? A few more comments here. This woman says, I'm in tears. Guys, this video had like, I think it was like over 30K likes, hella comments. She says, I'm in tears, right? Women could relate to this very strongly. Every sister that understands and agrees, don't just repost this man's message. Followed by another comment that says, I have been saying this for so long. Oh my gosh, that made me cry because it's true. So true. Right, with the face palm. Next, this chick says, he is preaching because I despise being called independent now. To me, it means you won't even help me. No, we won't, right? And that's a fact. With the groceries or open a door for me. That's facts, right? She gets it. I gotta do it all by myself. Yeah, that's what independent usually means. I don't want to take out the trash, but I gotta. He spoke a whole word here. Right. And so I'm assuming she's saying I have to take out the trash because I don't have a man to take the trash out for me. Oh, look, we've got B. Simone in the comment section here who says, this made my eyes water, honestly. I can't wait to let a man lead me, but there are none I trust to do. With the emoji, Jesus. When he comes, though, best believe I'm a rest. Right. Mind you, it's the same chick that was shooting her shot at the baby and recently was shooting her shot at Soulja Boy. I don't think you get any rest with Pookie. Oh, man. Cracking myself up, man. Hold on. Oh, man. You can't make this shit up. Next, we have another comment here that says, most accurate statement I've seen on social media in a long time. And finally, our last comment reads, finally, someone who understands us, with the crying emoji. And so the question is this man right? Is it true that black women are tired and actually don't want to be strong and independent anymore? I think the guy's right. Right. In fact, I think most people who look at black women and where they're at, the position they play as a whole, who sees the kids they have to raise up on their own, who sees their very strong and independent facade, most of us see, obviously, that they're not having a good time, that it's not easy. We know they're tired. I don't think anybody would disagree, right? When you look at a woman and she has 5 kids and she's doing it all by herself from 2 different guys, she's praying serious prayer, I think it's safe to say, and we can all agree, that we look at that and think, damn, that sucks. Right? I don't think we'll get a disagreement going on black women being tired. The question is, what's the solution? And the solution seems to be that these women want to find a man who they can let lead, who can take the weight off. But wait, there's a problem, which was stated at the end of this man's video. The problem was women can't seem to find men who are worthy enough to let lead. Right? But of course, my man here doesn't look like the type who will use that word in fear of triggering his female audience. So the problem here, according to my man's video here, is she can't find, women today, black women today, cannot find a suitable leader that they can trust to lead. Notice how the fault with all the problems that were mentioned here comes down to the men. The men are the problem. I can't find a man who is worthy enough for me to submit to. A suitable leader, the man says. And the women agree. Oh yes, that's the problem. We can't find men who are worthy of submission. We can't find suitable leaders. There's not enough male leaders out here. And so once again, the blame and the responsibility is put on the men. Men do better, right? This is that same female empowered feminist rhetoric. The same thing from that study from the one psychologist, Greg Meadows, that talked about the rise of lonely men. Men have to do better. But I just don't buy it. Right? I just don't buy. And my next question was, well, who is this guy and what does he believe? What is he basing this on? And I went to his Instagram and lo and behold, the first thing I see is relatable Christian content. Oh yes, he's a Christian. Let me tell you guys something about modern Christianity. Modern Christianity is no different when it comes to how it deals with relationships today, intersexual dynamics, men and women, it's no different from the way the world views this whole situation that we're in, this epidemic. High rate of divorce, single motherhood, is they put all the blame and all the responsibility on the man. And it seems like the virtuous thing to do. Well, you are the leader, so you get the responsibility of fixing this mess. And if you read your Bible, you would know that that's not a biblical approach to dealing with problems of marriage and relationship. That's a modern female empowered approach to dealing with dating, relationships, and marriage, right? Never mind that most of these women are in the streets, right? Never mind the responsibility that these women have to protect their wombs and not have kids outside of marriage. It comes down to it's your responsibility. And the problem with that is Black women in specific have fought tooth and nail to be independent from men, right? This is new. This let's now be feminine. This is something that's more of a new movement. But for so long, they fought to be independent that they stripped all men of their authority over them. And you can't have responsibility without authority. So you can't blame the men and make them responsible for the current state of women, when these women, for the majority of their lives, have claimed to be independent and have said, hey, we can do this on our own. Because let's be honest, here's the problem. The problem with this conversation when it comes to women is that women will only have this conversation once they've hit the wall. Fast, not slow, right? Once they've hit the wall. I assure you, majority of these women are wall victims. Multiple kids. Now they're tired. Now they realize, right? They've hit that stage in their life where it's like, oh shit, now I'm paying for the decisions I made before. I'm seeing how life works. There aren't a lot of women out here trying to tell younger women that, hey, you've been lied to. You're drinking the Kool-Aid. You can't have it all. If you want a stable relationship with a man, you can't move the way you're moving right now. The hot girl summers, right? The dating. Oh, a woman should be able to do what she wants. Don't judge me. So guys, at this point, after what I've seen so far from this guy's content, I do agree that it sounds like a Derrick Jaxn message. It sounds like a pandering message to women that leaves them worse off than they started, right? And we all know it's because women don't drink coffee.
No, I'll have a tea actually.
Don't believe me? Check out this video. Another video I found on the guy's page.
Yo, so I've been hearing this conversation recently where guys are asking women, what is it that you bring to the table? What you bring to the table? Man, look, let me start off by saying this. She is the table. And before you label me with the simp tag, most of y'all don't know what y'all talking about. If you understood what the table is for, you will understand why I say that she is the table. What do you use the table for? Well, you use it for community. That's one of the things you use it for. The family gathers around the table. They have dinner at the table. They have talks at the table. They have conversations at the table. They build at the table. And then whatever you set on top of the table is there to support it. So the table supports whatever is on it. And then on top of that, usually you eat at the table. Usually you're nourished at the table. It kills me when I hear men asking, man, what is it that you bring to the table? Bro, I'm not concerned with what she brings to the table. I'm more concerned with, is she even a table at all? Does she support? Does she nourish? Does she nurture? Does she provide a community? I don't care what it is that she brings to the table. I'm concerned with, is she even a table at all?
Yeah, it sounds nice, but here's the problem. This is all just Christian mumble jumble, right? All this figurative speaking of the table and the table representing the woman. I'm all too familiar with this shit. Christians love to do this. I know because I believe in God. Yes, I read my Bible. This is what the church does, is they'll take a concept, they'll add all these like metaphoric, figurative meanings to it to sound like they're saying something, but that's not what I want to talk about. I want to talk about why are Black women after marriage, when you give them what they're asking for, initiating divorce at an 80% rate. That's what I want to talk about. I want to talk about why is it when you finally get down to, okay, so you're tired and here's the man that's going to relieve your stress. Can you lose 80 pounds for him? No. Oh, and by the way, F you, how dare you ask me to lose weight? You hate women. I want to know, why is it the majority of women who say that they're tired, right, think that they could focus on their career, focus on their education, earn more money, but then still expect to want a man who earns up to 30 to 58% more than they do, as proved by studies. And I also want to know, why is it that when you find that guy who outperforms you, is a leader, that you want a partnership? That's the meat, right? Those are the real issues that actually need to be addressed in order for these women to relieve themselves of stress. Until then, most of these women are not going to find what they're looking for, which is relief from being tired, right? Real quick before I end this video, I just want to break down a couple of these guys' points that he made. He says, black women are tired of being independent. Well, okay, so the opposite of that is interdependence, right? Learning to cooperate with the man. You know, you had a man by the name of Kevin Samuels who did his best to try and teach people that, but when he died, the majority of these women celebrated his death. I have to say that, because a lot of men who would have otherwise given women a chance if they took what he had to say seriously. I have to say that because a lot of men, when they saw that, kind of realized it like, maybe there's no hope for this current generation of women. I mean, are there good women out there? Yes, they do exist. So the next point he made is she wants to be able to go to the soccer games and wants to not be the sole leader and the provider for the family. Okay, so you want to be able to go to the soccer games and you're okay working, but you don't want to be the sole provider. Cool. There are men out there who can be the workhorse of the family. But if he has responsibility, are you willing to submit and give him authority over your life? Right there, you've lost 99.9% of these women. Next, he said she's been placed in a position where she has to lead. That was said very strategically. She's been placed by who? Who placed her there? Is it the men that she chose to bust those cheeks? Come on. Who placed her there? I think she placed herself in position to receive. You feel me? To receive what she got. Pun intended. Next, his comment says she wants to nurture her kids, support her man, while still pursuing something she's passionate about. You don't get to do all those things. You don't get to nurture kids, support your man. Okay, that's cool. But then on top of that, still pursue your passions. Because a lot of you guys' passions, women, I'm talking about, a lot of women's passions, modern women's like, oh, I want to start a business. You don't get to start a business and be nurturing your kids and also support your man. You are now under his plan, right? Well, what about me? I'm more than a mother. Well, when you have kids, it becomes about those kids and about that family. This is what it means, especially because the majority of women out here want the top 20% earners, right? That's what they're looking for. That's what they want. Yes, you can still maintain a certain level of individuality, but the majority of your life has to be dedicated to your family. Otherwise, what happens? These women leave, they divorce. Oh, I don't know myself anymore. Yeah, that's what happens. Next point. But the problem is she can't find a suitable leader that she can trust. Can't find a suitable leader that she can trust. The majority of black men out here are single and childless. And the majority of them make it enough to combine incomes with the woman and do pretty all right. So I guess after all, my subscriber who sent me this video was right. There's definitely an insane amount of coddling going on here, pandering. And the truth is, in the end, it doesn't help anybody, right? It doesn't help anybody when you don't deal with the truth, when you don't deal with the difficult questions and the conversations that must be had. Now, does that mean that all women don't get it? Now, there's some women who do get it. There's some women who are willing to work on themselves, and those women will win, right? Those are the women who aren't blaming men for their current situation. It's men who hold access to marriage. It's not you looking for a suitable man. Suitable men are there. They just aren't picking you. In most cases. But my hope has always been and always is that we all look deep within ourselves at our own lives and think to ourselves, what can we do to become the type of person that can attract what we want? And stop looking around at other people. Because once you look at yourself and you're willing to improve yourself and become the type of person that is obviously a catch, obviously a great deal, then a man or a woman who's looking for a good man, right, would know that they'll be crazy to pass you up. The inner work is the work that has to be done majority of the time. Listen, as always, guys, curious to know what you think. Leave your comments down below. I appreciate you guys for checking out another episode of The Coffee Pot. Till next time, I'm out. Peace.